Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the five number summary, and that is within our algebra course that we are in. So, our objectives for the day, we're going to recognize the median in a given number of set. We're going to calculate the lower and upper quartiles, along with evaluating the maximum and minimum within the set of numbers that are given to you. We're also going to create a box and whisker plot from all of the information that we have found throughout our number sets. So first off, I would like you to calculate the median of the data. If you're looking at the set of data, you have your numbers in order from lowest to highest. So what you would do, you would take the numbers and cross them off one at a time from each side, doing so until you reach a middle number. So just keep doing this until you reach the middle number. So here we find our median to be 29. If you were left with two numbers in the middle, you would calculate the median of both of those numbers. So you would do 28 plus 29 divided by 2, and you would get 28.5. So that is how you find the median of the data set. So this video is just an introduction of the five number summary and the different elements that are a part of the five number summary.
Another way to describe a data set is to use the five number summary. And the five number summary is made up of shocking five numbers. So what are those five numbers? Well, the first one is minimum. And the next one, if we go in order from left to right, or a numerical or ascending order, the minimum, which is the lowest value. And then we come to something called the first quartile. Lots of times you'll see that called written as Q1. And then the next one is called the median, the middle number. And then we get to the third quartile. And finally we get to the maximum. So there is our five number summary. The minimum, the first quartile, the median, the third quartile, and the maximum. By the way, the median is also called the second quartile. Okay, and what the quartiles do is they break your data set up into four quarters. So the values from the minimum to the first quartile, there's one group. And then from the first quartile to the median, or the second quartile, there's the second group of numbers. And then you've got the third, from the median to the third quartile, there's the third group. And then finally, we get right here to the maximum. So that's why these are called quartiles, because there's four quarters in a dollar. Okay, there's four quarters in a football game.
So those are just the basic elements that are found in finding the five number summary. So here again, you are asked to find the median of the data set. So you're given your numbers, and by crossing them off on both sides, you are left with the median of the data set to be 41. So that is one part of the five number summary that we have to be able to find. The next part is to find the lower quartile. So you're going to take your data set that you are given and split it from the median. Our median was 41, so everything to the left of that will be part of the lower quartile because they're the numbers that are lower than the median. So then with your numbers that are lower than the median, you would do the same concept and calculate the median of that data set, and whatever the middle number of that number set is your lower quartile. Vice versa for upper quartile. So we'll do the same thing for the upper quartile. You'll take your data set to the right of 41, and you're left with these five numbers, and you cross them off, one at the top, one at the bottom, one at the top, one at the bottom, and you're left with your median for the upper numbers to be 52. So your lower quartile was 34 and your upper quartile was 52 by finding the median of the upper and lower data set without using your median number. To find the minimum, it is just the lower extreme That's just another name for it. It's just the lowest part in your data set, the lowest number possible. So if your numbers are not in order, put them in order so it's easier to see. You can find your median that way, and your numbers always have to be in order. So if you're looking at the data set, you can clearly see that the lowest number is 20. And vice versa for the maximum. It is also known as the upper extreme. And here, you put them in order as well, or just like pick it out for this one specifically, but you can see that the maximum or the upper extreme is 59. So when you are looking at the interquartile range, you have to make sure that your numbers are in order. Many of them, such as the median, lower quartile, and upper quartile, all need to be in order. So when you put them in order, you find that you have your lower extreme, your upper extreme, you have your median. Well, what you have to do is basically take your upper quartile minus your lower quartile to figure out what your interquartile range will be. So if you previously calculated your upper quartile and lower quartile, it's really easy to see. So it's just this and this to figure out what your interquartile range is. So moving along, the next part that we have to do is actually calculate or figure out how to draw our box and whisker plot with all of the numbers that we have found. So usually when you draw a box and whisker plot, you're given a number line in which you can plot all of these numbers. So the first one that you're going to plot is the minimum. The minimum right here, which we found to be 20, you just plot it on the 20 mark right here. That is this mark, as you can see right there. And so that is always the straight line. It is the end point, along with the maximum being the uppermost point, which is 59, which is on this mark. Those are always be your endpoints, lowest and highest part of your data set. So what I like to do next, it doesn't really matter the order that you go after you have those, but what I did next is the median. So we found our median from all of the numbers to be 41. So you mark your 41 right there in the middle, and so you know that there's going to be something that connects it to the left and something that connects it to the right, because we found the lower and upper quartiles. So we found our lower quartile to be 34, and so we have that mark right here. Vice versa with the upper quartile, we found it to be 52, so that mark goes right here. And the name box and whisker plot gets its formation because the connective lines from minimum to lower quartile are the whiskers, and the mark from the maximum to upper quartile are the other whiskers. And then here you just connect your box to give it the formation of a box and whisker plot. So if you are given all of your numbers, that is easy and simple to do. So now we are given a new set of data after we get all of these marks out of here. And that way, in the next slides, the students have the chance to do their own formation outside of what we did together. So here the students were given a number line so that they can put all of their marks on it. They were also given a set of numbers that they would have to calculate the median. They'd have to calculate the maximum, minimum, upper quartile, lower quartile, and the interquartile range. And that is all information that we have went over. And so this is just a post-assessment slide for them to try and figure out to do it on their own. And that way they were given the number line so they could easily draw the box and whisker plot. So that was all that my presentation had on it, but it covered all the information, had pre and post assessments, and along with working out the problems with the students.